Hello, in this video I produce a short case study on the separate system at Pentonville Prison. So in the 19th century, prison was seen as a viable, or became seen as a viable alternative to execution or transportation. And Pentonville Prison was established in 1842 as a prototype where the separate system could be tested. In the separate system, prisoners were kept apart as much as possible. They lived in separate cells, for example, for up to 23 hours a day. These separate conditions were intended to give prisoners the chance for individual improvement, the chance to reform, but also to ensure that they were not influenced by the criminals, to deter others because of the serious nature of the punishment, but also to ensure retribution. So basically, it's making sure people pay for their crime. It's meant to act as a deterrent because of the serious nature of the punishment, of, essentially being separate for almost your entire day, but also as well giving criminals a chance to be rehabilitated. The prison building itself supported the separate system with its 5 wings and central base. Each cell has a small high window, water and a basic toilet, all to support the health and living of the prisoners, but also to limit the need to see or speak to other people. Prisoners did boring and repetitive tasks in their cells each day, like picking oakum, and elaborate systems were in place to stop prisoners speaking to one another when they were out of their cells, such as for exercise or going to the chapel. However, these conditions meant that many prisoners suffered from mental illnesses such as depression or psychosis. Indeed, some prison reformers were concerned about the system and wanted it used instead to allow prisoners to change and be rehabilitated, and there to be more emphasis on rehabilitation. However, in fact, in the later 19th century, prison conditions actually became even harsher, with a system of hard labour, so physically demanding work for up to 12 hours a day, and hard fare, so a boring and bland diet, and hard board or wooden board for a bed being used. So actually, despite the work of prison reformers, actually conditions became harsher for prisoners towards the end of this time period.